were doing the topic of introduction of proofs. Introduction of proofs. And under the heading of this, we have discussed two types of methods. The first one is the direct proof, and the second one is indirect proof. And under this heading of indirect proofs, we have discussed about the method of contraposition and contradiction. So these are the two methods which we have discussed under indirect proofs. And under the same heading of indirect proof, today we are going to discuss the proofs of a necessity and sufficiency. The proof of a necessity and sufficiency. हमने मैथमेटिक्स में और इवन डिस्क्रीट मैथमेटिक्स में जब हम ग्रुप का टॉपिक कर रहे थे तो नेसेसिटी और सफिशिएंट कंडीशन के बारे में हमने पढ़ा हुआ है और कुछ क्वेश्चंस को, कुछ थ्योरम को हमने करा भी था. सो इसके अंतर्गत व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, सपोज वी वांट टू प्रूव दैट ए बाई कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट, दिस वन is true. Suppose we want to prove this, and we can show that P is implying Q, and together with Q is implying P, and we can show that both statements are true. This is the meaning. So validity of this approach is based upon the law of by implication. This is the important law, that is P by conditional Q is always equivalent to P implies Q, and is conjunction, Q implies P. This is your law of by implication. Remember, ये हम लोगों ने जब प्रोपोजिशनल कैलकुलस का टॉपिक स्टार्ट करा था उसमें डिस्कस करा हुआ है. द लॉ ऑफ बाय इम्प्लीकेशन, एंड इट इज अ टोटोलॉजी, बिकॉज दोनों की वैल्यूज सेम आएगी. दोनों की वैल्यूज सेम आने का मतलब ही यही है प्रूफ ऑफ नेसेसिटी एंड सफिशिएंसी. व्हाट डज इट मीन? इफ दिस स्टेटमेंट एग्जिस्ट, दिस शुड आल्सो बी ट्रू, एंड इफ राइट हैंड साइड इज ट्रू, देन लेफ्ट हैंड साइड शुड आल्सो बी ट्रू. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ नेसेसिटी एंड sufficiency. In another way, we can also say that the conditional statement, this is also we have discussed. The conditional statement is Q implies P, and that is logically equivalent to negation P implies negation Q. This is actually the law of contraposition. This is the law of contraposition. This is the law of by implication. और दोनों ही लॉ ट्रू हैं, दोनों ही सेम वैल्यूज देंगे आपके पास, और ये नेसेसिटी एंड सफिशिएंसी को जस्टिफाई करते हैं. एंड दिस मींस दैट दिस law of contraposition means that P is necessary for Q. It means P is necessary for Q, and it also can be said like that, that P implies Q mean P implies Q is equivalent to say that P is sufficient for Q. P is sufficient for Q and Q is necessary for P. This is the meaning of necessity and sufficiency. इसके लिए हम लोग एग्जाम्पल भी ले सकते हैं from a cricket match. Suppose a cricket player scores a century. And scoring century mean either he will cross 100 runs or score 100 runs. Suppose he scores 102 runs, and this is the score which he has made in a cricket match, and less than 100 we have a score of 95. अब सीधी सी बात है, नेसेसिटी एंड सफिशिएंसी को समझने के लिए 100 का अगर स्कोर बनाना है या सेंचुरी बनाने के लिए जो नेसेसरी स्कोर है वो 95 है. 95 इज द नेसेसरी स्कोर, क्योंकि अगर 95 स्कोर वो नहीं करता तो 100 तो कभी भी नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि 100 स्कोर बनाने के लिए उसको 95 का स्कोर क्रॉस करना पड़ेगा। और अगर मान लीजिए वो 102 स्कोर कर लेता है तो दिस इज सफिशिएंट। हम 100 को नहीं देखेंगे उस केस में, हम देखेंगे कि 102 स्कोर है, इसका मतलब उसने सेंचुरी बना लिया है। सो दिस कंडीशन इज सफिशिएंट फॉर ए प्लेयर टू स्कोर ए सेंचुरी, and this condition is a necessary condition for a cricket player to score a century. So necessity and sufficiency को आप इस एग्जाम्पल से बढ़िया अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं। अब इसी टेक्निक को by using the necessity and sufficiency proof we shall prove a result or a theorem. The result is n is odd if and only if, this is used for necessity and sufficiency, 5n plus 6 is odd, inverted commas में डालिए इसको, where n is a positive integer, z denotes for a integer and plus sign mean positive integer. Now this is we need to prove, and let us prove this. Let p denote n is odd. This is the first statement we have, and q denote that 5n plus 6 is odd. So these are the two statements we have taken, p and q. Now what is this? This is p, and this one, this is p, and this is q. So p if and only if q. This is we need to prove for necessity and sufficiency. To prove this theorem, it is sufficient to prove that P implies Q and Q implies P. This is the law of by implication. We have discussed here. This one. This is the law of by implication. P if and only का symbol है by conditional statement, and this is the symbol for equivalence. Equivalent to P implies Q and Q implies P. So we shall use this result for proving this. So the first small heading is P is sufficient for Q. This is the first small heading, and for this we want to show that P implies Q is true. This is we need to prove, and इसको प्रूव करने के लिए हम जो पिछले मेथड्स करे हैं, चाहे वो कॉन्ट्रापोजिशन है, चाहे कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन और चाहे डायरेक्ट मेथड, इनमें से कोई भी लगा सकते हैं. सो लेट अस ट्राई दिस प्रूफ विद डायरेक्ट मेथड. सो लेट P बी ट्रू and we show that Q is true. Q is true. This will be your direct method. So let n is odd. क्योंकि अगर P true है और P तो है, n is odd, इसका मतलब n is odd. And hence अगर n odd है तो there exists an positive integer k such that n can be written as 2k plus 1. क्योंकि odd integer को लिखने का ये तरीका है, क्योंकि 2k is always even. 2k is always even, और उसमें अगर हम plus 1 कर देते हैं तो वो odd automatically होएगा. Now let us check the oddity of 5n plus 6. So put the value of n, that is 2k plus 1. So it come out to be 10k plus 11. So it can be written like this, that is 2 into 2k plus 5k, not 2k, 5k we require. 2 into 5k plus 5 and plus 1. And it is clear, this is an integer. 5k plus 5 is an integer. चाहे वो odd integer हो चाहे even हो, लेकिन उसका twice हमेशा से even integer होएगा. And twice of that will be even integer, and plus 1 will give you an odd integer. So ultimately 5n plus 6 comes out to be an odd integer, is odd. It means Q is true. So Q be true हमारे पास आ जाता है. So it means P is sufficient for Q. This is we have proved. Now P is necessary for Q कर लेते हैं. P is necessary for Q. क्योंकि अगर necessary बोलेंगे तो हमें फिर उल्टा शो करना पड़ेगा. We want to show that Q implies P is true. This is we want to prove now. P is necessary for Q. So we shall prove this result by contradiction method. And assume that both Q and negative P are true. Contradiction का मतलब यही होगा कि आपने जो प्रूव करना है Q को ट्रू लेकर के, by taking Q is true we shall prove that P is true. लेकिन अगर कंट्राडिक्शन यूज करना है तो Q को ट्रू लीजिए और उसका नेगेटिव P ट्रू लीजिए. This is the contradiction method. That is, what does it mean? It mean Q is true, mean 5n plus 6, and the second one is a negative P. Negative P are true mean P is n is odd, and negative P mean n is even. So these two statements are true. That 5n plus 6 is odd and n is even. So these are two statements. So if n is even, then n can be written as sum twice of an integer k, and k is a positive integer which we can take. So 5n plus 6 is 5 into 2k plus 6. So it come out to be 2 times 5k plus 15. This we shall have 5n plus 6 is there. So what we should have 5 into 2k plus, okay, 5 into 2k plus 6 can be written as 10k plus 6. So 2 can be taken common. 2 into 5k plus 3. And it is clearly an even integer because it is twice of an integer. So it gives us that 5n plus 6 is even. So it means Q is even. But it is a contradiction to the fact that Q was odd. And we can say that a negative of Q is true, a contradiction. A contradiction to the fact that Q is true. क्योंकि अगर नेगेटिव Q ट्रू हो जाता है तो इसका मतलब है Q फॉल्स हो जाएगा. तो दिस विल बी ए कंट्राडिक्शन टू द फैक्ट. हेंस P इज ट्रू. तो फैक्ट कौन से कंट्राडिक्शन जो हुआ है, इसका मतलब जो नेगेटिव P हमने ट्रू लिया था वो नेगेटिव P फॉल्स है. सो इट मीन P इज ट्रू. If P is true, it gives us that n is odd. So this is the meaning and this is the proof for the necessary and sufficient conditions, or necessity and sufficiency. So this proof is also very helpful in the introduction of proofs method or propositional logical techniques. One more important technique is in your course, that is proof strategies. That is proof strategies. Finding proofs of the theorems or simply statements is a challenging business. ये हमेशा से एक challenging business होता है. The best proof strategy is that we should first analyze what the hypothesis and the conclusion mean. This is the best way. After doing this, we can attempt a direct proof. If it fails, then we can try for some another technique of indirect proofs, either by contraposition or by contradiction. And after direct, अगर direct fail हो जाता है तो हम contraposition पर जाते हैं, और अगर contraposition भी work नहीं करता है तो फिर we try contradiction method. So let us try for that. The question is, show that every odd integer is the difference of two squares. This is we want to show. So we shall try a direct proof first, and we take that let n is odd. This is an odd integer we are going to take. So if n is odd, then there exists an integer k such that n can be written as 2k plus 1. So now we can take, we know that what is n. N is, we can have taken 2k plus 1. Now the squares, the difference of squares we take here. So k plus 1 whole square minus k square can be written as k plus 1 minus k. This is a square minus b square formula, a minus b and a plus b. So this is 2k plus 1. So it is clear this is n, because the value of 2k plus 1 is n. So n have been proved as difference of squares. So our attempt of direct proof is successful. This is the method of direct proofs. ये successful हो गया है. अगर ये fail हो जाता, हम किसी तरह से show ना कर पाते, then we can move to another technique of contraposition. इसके लिए भी हमारे पास दूसरा क्वेश्चन है. The question is, prove that if n square is odd, then n is odd. N is odd where n is an integer. So this is we need to prove. और इसके लिए अब हम लोग सबसे पहले डायरेक्ट प्रूफ को ही ट्राई करेंगे. एंड व्हाट इज वी हैव लेट n स्क्वायर इज ऑड. इसको लेकर के we want to prove that n is odd. This is we have to prove by the help of a direct method. So if n square is odd, then n square can be written as 2 times an integer k, because 2k plus 1 is always odd. And now we shall have n can be solved like this. N is equal to plus minus to square root 2k plus 1. Now suppose if we take k is equal to 1 here, if we take k is equal to 1, you will have n is equal to plus minus square root 3. If we take k is equal to 2, you will have n is equal to plus minus square root 7. And if we take a 4, so you will have n is equal to plus minus. तो ऐसे ही हमारे पास डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वैल्यूज आ जाती हैं. अब बाय द हेल्प ऑफ दिस, यहाँ से हम लोग ये कह नहीं पाएंगे, बिकॉज ये तो ऑड है, नो डाउट अबाउट दैट. n is equal to 3 is a odd integer, but we cannot say about square root of 7 or square root of 3. स्क्वायर रूट 3, स्क्वायर रूट 7 और भी आगे बहुत सारी ऐसी वैल्यूज आएंगे जिसको हम देख करके ये नहीं कह सकते कि ये ऑड वैल्यू है या इवन वैल्यू है. It means the proof or direct method is not helpful here, because with the help of this we cannot conclude that n is odd. So direct proof is not useful here. So our attempt of using the direct proof fails here. So if direct proof fails, we shall use the method of contraposition. So the method of contraposition is, let P is n square is odd and Q is n is odd. And what we want to show, then the given statement P implies Q is true. It should be true if it's a contraposition. If it's contrapositive, its contrapositive is negative of Q implies negative of P is it. अगर इसका contraposition true आ जाता है तो फिर कह सकते हैं कि the statement P implies Q is true. So we shall use this method of contraposition. So for this we need to show that, we need to prove that negative of Q is true. Then negative of P is also true. This is we need to show. If negative Q is true, then negative P is also true. So we shall take that negative Q is true. So since negative Q is true, therefore negative Q mean Q is n is odd. A negation of Q mean n is even. This is true. So if n is even, then n can be written as, that will be 2 times some another integer k. A is an integer, and now you can square both sides. So n square is 2k square. So this is a 4k square, and it can be written as the 2 times 2k square. But it gives that n square is even. So n square is even because this is also an integer. This belongs to the set Z. So n square is even, and n square is even mean negative P is also true. Because P क्या था? P था, your P was n square is odd. Negative P mean n square is even. So this comes true. So we have used the method of contraposition. Negative Q को true लेकर के negative P को true prove कर देना. So by the method of a contraposition, we have been able to prove that the statement if n square is odd, then n is also odd. So this is the method of contraposition which is useful here for proving this. This is the technique of proof strategies. Strategies कैसे बनाने हैं हमने? इसके लिए हमारे पास एक और एग्जांपल है. This is a very good example. Show that at least 10 of any 64 days chosen must fall on the same day of the week. This is we need to show. Show that any 10, at least 10 of any 64 days. 64 days में से हमने 10 चूज करने हैं. अब 64 का मतलब आपका ये हुआ. This is what I have want to tell. Suppose we have the month of April and we have the month of May. So April is 1 to 30 and May is 1 to 31, and it is clearly total days are 61 because 30 and 31 is a 61, and we also have to take 3 days of the month of June. So 1 to 3. So 1st April से लेकर के April 1st से लेकर के 3rd June तक we have to take 64 days. and they are saying that show that at least 10 of the days chosen among these 64 must fall on the same day of the week. Same day, mana, either the same day will be Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. The same day will be either Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. So 10 days will be falling on the same day of the week. Minimum 10 days. So this is we have to prove. And we take that this is the statement P. P be the statement that at least 10, 10 of any 64 chosen days falls on the same day of the week. To prove, we shall use a direct proof as well as proof by contraposition. So we try to prove, हम लोग डायरेक्ट प्रूफ से भी सोचेंगे इसको और कंट्रापोजिशन से भी, और फिर अगर दोनों नहीं पास होते हैं तो फिर हम लोग नेक्स्ट जो टेक्निक है कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन से सोचेंगे। डायरेक्ट प्रूफ नहीं होता है हमारे पास। डायरेक्ट प्रूफ से हम लोग ये नहीं प्रूव कर पाएंगे कि कोई ऐसी टेक्निक है जो इसको प्रूव कर पाएगी। कंट्रापोजिशन में हम नेगेटिव किसको लें, बिकॉज हमारे पास स्टेटमेंट ही ये वाला है पी, देयर इज नो नेगेटिव, तो कंट्रापोजिशन लेने का कोई मेथड नहीं बनता है यहाँ पर। तो ये दोनों चीजें हमारे पास सक्सेसफुल नहीं रहेंगी। सो वी कैन ट्राई विद द हेल्प ऑफ कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन हियर। contradiction में what is we want to prove this one, it means p should be true, तो हम उल्टा मान लेते हैं that negative p is true, we are supposing, and negative p is true का मतलब है then what does it mean, at most, वहां at least था, अब at most 9 of the 64 days will fall on the same day of the week. This is the method which we are using, that is a contradiction, and it means कर लीजिए, it means then, यहां से ये मीनिंग शुरू हो जाता है। नेगेटिव पी ट्रू होने का मीनिंग ये है कि मैक्सिमम, एट मोस्ट मीन मैक्सिमम 9 ऑफ द डेज of 64 will fall on the same day of the week. Then which will be that day, 9 into 7 days of the week will be 63, and 63 days to fall on the same day of the week. A contradiction, since we choose 9 of the 7 mean total days हमारे पास कितने बने 63, अब 63 तो डेज है नहीं हमारे पास, तो नंबर ऑफ डेज है 64, since we have 64 days chosen. So this is a contradiction to the fact that we have to choose out of 64, not out of 63. So therefore, negative p is not true. Negative p is false, and hence p is true. P is true mean 10 of the day at least. नेगेटिव p अगर false आ जाता है तो उसका जो नेगेटिव p का भी negation है, the negation of a negative p will be p. So p is true. P is true mean at least 10 of the 64 days will fall on the same day of the week. So this is another way to explain the proof strategies, that how we can use these techniques. When direct proof is not applicable or it fails, then we try for contrapositive, and if it also fails, then we shall go for contradiction method. So these are the various techniques which are helpful for finding out the proof technologies or proof techniques of various type of questions. So I stop my class here. We shall continue tomorrow at the same day, at the same time. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
sir.